with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, one of the things that Coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in their game last week, and so today, their backup is going to get his... Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Guys?
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So North Carolina's offense will come out first. A rivalry game like this, they'd love to get off to a good start. Guys, the last time they met, they were trading haymakers with each other.
They sure were, and you could really tell in that game how much this rivalry meant to the players. They were exhausted, David. That game was back and forth. Neither of these teams want to lose because you don't want to hear about it for an entire offseason, and you know they're going to be playing with some fire today.
And you hear about it from the fans every time you lose. You hear about it constantly. It matters. Heard about it with Jesse Palmer and the Georgia-Florida rivalry. It was a big-time deal. They're going to be playing with emotion. Who can handle that emotion early, get settled in, and throw that first punch?
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking for a man. It's McClung. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Not the start this... Looking for very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes. Telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. The transfer has it his first carry. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. The fake wants to throw. Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Hits inside. It's Addison. At the 45 on its way. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To throw, it's McClung. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Addison. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, UNC. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Play action on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He takes it in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
2nd down, going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Frank. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Sells to fake. Works the middle. He did not stone wall on third down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Making his first move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He's got 59 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got one touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
Second and long here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the defense gets... makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. On the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. Man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Straight ahead, it's Ivory. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Long way to go on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
When I get inside the 3 on first and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. The give. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Carolina. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's McClung. Fires toward the target. Out wide left, it's Skinner. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Addison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. On play action. They're all over him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big line explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
He's piled up 76 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeps it moving. It's Carr. Got the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
They down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking.
And he's in! Touchdown, Tar Heels! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Holds on, it's Myers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Ivory. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. They'll move the tight end. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Look out! He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking downfield, it's McClung. Left side is Simon.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On the run deep down the right side. It's caught. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Drops back on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw. Where I'm breaking, I know exactly where to deliver.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Turns it on in midfield. The Gamecocks spin the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Right side, it's Frank. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted.
It's a seam wide open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
A very... play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Meyer. Pulled to the ground. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. The gun, it's Ivory. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The ride. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Might as well run him again. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Running inside, it's Carr. That's the kind of play that can really... 36.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
There he goes. guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Moving the pocket, it's McClung. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Making the adjustment. On the run, it's Carr. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And the defense doing it to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. To kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ivory. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. They'll go to the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, UNC! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Tyler. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Gamecocks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking for room. It's Ivory. Hard running there. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. Now on 2nd down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Frank. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Hits inside. It's Ivory. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He wants to throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Offense working from the pistol. Now hits it. It's Addison. Powers through the defender. He's got 93 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Stopped right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Breaks the tackle. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's McClung. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away.
Number 96, on to kick it away.
And now the hit knocks it loose. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
Over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my role. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Burrowing for yardage. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. At midfield, he's got have to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's McClung. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right side, it's Simon. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Carr. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Uh-oh, look out! Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Carr. Pass to 6. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. they have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Myers. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Wants to go up top on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to buy time. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.